Why are big banks quietly panicking about this one investment trend? In this video, we're revealing the secret investment strategy that's flying under the radar. The one banks really don't want you to know about. It's fast-growing, powerful, and could change the way everyday people build wealth. Before we expose the truth, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss financial insights that could change your future. Let's unlock what the big players are trying to keep quiet. While traditional banks push savings accounts and outdated advice, this new approach is turning heads and threatening their control. It's not hype, it's what's really happening behind the scenes. The banking system's hidden fear. Traditional banks have long thrived as the middlemen of the financial world. Their business model is simple. They take in your deposits, offer you very low interest, and then turn around to lend that same money out at much higher rates. This gap is where banks make most of their profits. It's a model that's been in place for centuries, built on trust, regulation, and control. But that model is now under serious threat from something revolutionary. Enter decentralized finance, or DeFi. DeFi uses blockchain technology to remove the need for banks and other intermediaries. It allows people to lend, borrow, and invest directly with one another through smart contracts, automated, trustless agreements on the blockchain. The result? Much higher returns, faster transactions, and full control over your money. This is the secret banks don't want you to know. DeFi is already offering better interest rates, lower fees, and more financial freedom than traditional institutions, and it's growing fast. Banks are worried, not just because they're losing customers, but because DeFi threatens to dismantle the very foundation of how they've operated for generations. In short, DeFi flips the script, giving power back to the individual and cutting out the middleman. The future of finance may no longer need banks at all. Why banks are losing sleep over this? Banks have built their profits around a simple concept: the spread between what they pay you for your savings and what they earn by lending that money out. For example, a traditional bank might offer you just 0.5% interest on your savings, yet charge borrowers 6% or more. That wide gap fuels their earnings, and you're left with the scraps. But decentralized finance, DeFi, is changing that. By removing the banking middleman and cutting down massive overhead costs, DeFi platforms can offer yields of 5 to 15% or even higher. This shift empowers individuals to lend, borrow, and invest directly with one another using blockchain-based smart contracts. No gatekeepers, no delays, just direct access and better returns. What's even more disruptive is the transparency DeFi brings. Unlike traditional banks, where fees are often hidden in fine print, every DeFi transaction is recorded on a public blockchain ledger. This openness exposes shady practices and creates real competition. Users can compare platforms easily, forcing providers to reduce costs and improve services. For banks, this combination, higher yields, transparency, and disintermediation, is a major threat. It undermines their traditional role, slashes their profits, and challenges the very foundation of their business model. DeFi isn't just a trend. It's a financial revolution banks can no longer ignore. The real power behind this investment strategy. What makes decentralized finance, DeFi, such a powerful investment opportunity is its unmatched accessibility and potential for passive income. Unlike traditional investments that often require large capital, credit checks, or banking relationships, DeFi platforms are open to anyone with an internet connection and a crypto wallet. This means that people from anywhere in the world can participate. No banks, no brokers, no barriers. DeFi offers several passive income strategies, such as providing liquidity to decentralized exchanges, staking cryptocurrencies, or engaging in yield farming. These methods allow users to earn returns on their assets without actively trading or managing them. One of the most compelling advantages of DeFi is its approach to compound interest. While banks might compound interest annually or quarterly, many DeFi platforms compound rewards daily or even hourly. This high-frequency compounding, when paired with elevated base interest rates, often ranging from 5% to 15% or more, can significantly accelerate wealth growth over time. The risks banks hope you'll focus on. Banks and traditional financial institutions constantly emphasize the risks of cryptocurrency and DeFi investing. And while these risks are real, they're often overstated to protect traditional banking interests. Smart contract risks, impermanent loss, and regulatory uncertainty are legitimate concerns, but they can be managed through proper research and risk management strategies. The volatility of cryptocurrency markets is another factor banks highlight, but this volatility can work in your favor when properly understood. Many DeFi strategies involve stablecoins, which are designed to maintain consistent value while still offering higher yields than traditional savings accounts. How to get started despite banking resistance? The first step is education. Understanding blockchain technology, smart contracts, and different DeFi protocols is crucial for success. Start with reputable platforms that have been audited and have strong security track records. Consider beginning with smaller amounts to learn the systems before committing significant capital. Diversification is key in DeFi investing. Don't put all your funds into a single protocol or strategy. Spread your investments across different platforms, different types of yields, and different blockchain networks to minimize risk while maximizing potential returns. The future banks are trying to prevent. Banks see a future where traditional financial intermediaries become obsolete. Imagine a world where you can get a loan instantly without credit checks, where your savings earn competitive returns automatically, and where financial services are available 24/7 without banking hours or geographical restrictions. This decentralized future represents a fundamental shift in how we think about money and financial services. Instead of trusting centralized institutions with your wealth, you maintain control while still accessing sophisticated financial products. Banks understand that once people experience this level of financial freedom, returning to traditional banking becomes increasingly unattractive. Taking action before it's too late. The window of opportunity for early adoption is still open, but it's closing. As more people discover these opportunities, yields may decrease due to increased competition. Banks are also lobbying for regulations that could limit access to these platforms or make them less attractive. The key is to start learning now while the opportunities are still abundant. Even if you begin with small amounts, the experience and knowledge you gain will be invaluable as this space continues to evolve. The banks that are fighting this technology today will eventually be forced to adapt or become irrelevant. Banks have had the upper hand for decades, but this secret investment could shift the power back to you. What do you think? Is this the future of finance or just another trend? Drop your opinion in the comments. Let's talk money moves. And if this opened your eyes, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to take control of their financial future. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and don't let the banks make all the rules.